Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie and today is the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. I am about to head out to Philly with my family for my cousin's wedding, but I want to see how much I can get knit in this weekend. So I did just cast on a new project, I don't know, late last night, early this morning. And when I say new project, I mean a repeat of one that I literally just finished. So this is my Sailor Swift 2.0. So I am on the 5th row, so I didn't even finish one straight pattern yet. I'm doing it in the Friends wheel this time. So this is I believe that this color is Bordeaux and then my stripes will be cream. And I forgot that this is like the easy tab pull, so I pulled, instead of pulling from the top where there's just like a little tab, I pulled from the bottom. I got this. So I'm currently working through my yarn barf. But I am just working along. My dad just texted me. They are delayed, so I have maybe like an hour until we leave for Philly. It is a 5-hour drive from Pittsburgh to Philly with traffic, so we'll see how long that takes, how long I can spend knitting because I do get car sick. And I will do another update whenever I get to Philly. So we'll see how far I make it. Hopefully I'm a couple stripes in. The last time I worked on this in a car, I was able to get a couple stripes in on the way to Indiana, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so my plan for this video is to just try to knit as much of my Sailor Swift top throughout this weekend as I can. 4-day weekend, so fingers crossed we'll make some really good progress. I highly doubt that I will finish it. I am not a very fast knitter, and this is 3mm needles, so it's going to take me a hot minute, but we'll just see how it goes, and I'll be back in just a second with an update for you. I made it to Philly, survived the ride across the state with my parents and grandmother, somehow, but I got a pretty decent amount done on the top, so I finished 4 full stripes, and I'm like halfway through the 5th. So we've got maybe 5 inches or so done so far on this is the upper back. I did compare this to the blue one before I left home, and it is like this much wider, I want to say. So that's good that it's wider. And I didn't check gauge. I didn't swatch. So I will dig out my tape measure and see how I will measure the gauge on it to see how it compares to my last one, but this is a sport weight yarn. The last one I did was fingering weight, so this is going to be bigger regardless. But I think it's looking nice. I really like these colors together. Sorry, the lighting in here is horrendous. But I really like these colors together. This is just like a crimson red and like a creamy white, so I really like them together. But yeah, it is currently 5:20. I don't have to do anything tonight until 7:30, so my plan is to just crank on this, see how far I can get now that I'm not in a moving vehicle. I'm not gonna get car sick. See if I can get a little bit more done. I also took a nap like halfway across the state, so I'm wide awake now, which is great because we're gonna go pretty late tonight and even later tomorrow, so I need to be able to stay awake, and it should be good now. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to work on this, and I will check in, I don't know, either tonight before bed or tomorrow before the wedding with an update and see how far I got. I'm hoping to finish the whole upper back while I'm in Philly, and then move on to the upper front whenever I get back home, but we'll see what happens. Sorry, the air conditioning just made a noise. But yeah, so I'll be back in just a couple of seconds with an update.
Thanks for being here.
As soon as I hit record, the air conditioning turned on, but anyway, it is now Saturday afternoon. I'm leaving for the wedding in like 10 minutes, so I just wanted to check in with my progress on my Sailor Swift. So I think the last time that I checked in, I was working on the 5th stripe. I'm now, I think, on the 10th. yes, I just finished the 9th stripe and I just started on to the 10th. So I am into the increases part. So this is, like I said, the upper back. So I'm working on the like the part that will connect to be the armpit now at this point. So it's looking good. I did measure my gauge and it is gonna be too small again, but it's a little bit better than last time. And because this is a sport weight, I think it'll block better. So, or not like better, but like thicker. I think it'll still be like thicker whenever it blocks, so I can get away with a little bit more stretch to it. Like this is not as see-through as the other one was, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, I'm headed out to the wedding in a couple of minutes, so I'm just gonna maybe do one more row and then head out. I am dressed. My bra keeps coming out, but it's fine. We'll survive. And then my yarn is still looking pretty good. So here's the red and then the cream. So we're looking good. But yeah, just gonna keep working. I will do another check-in tomorrow before I leave to head back home, see how we're looking. Fingers crossed I can get the whole back, upper back portion done before I leave for home, and then can work on the upper fronts on the way home. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll be back in just a second with another update. It's Monday. I'm sick. The festival flu finally got my ass. It's been like 5 days since I got back from EDC. It's been a week since the festival ended, so I feel rough. I don't feel good. And I have not made much progress on my top since yesterday, so I think that before I left, I think, Philly, I was working on row 10, and now I'm working on row 11, or stripe 11, so I've only made like 5 or 6 rows of progress. I napped like a lot of the way home in the car yesterday. So I don't think that I will be finishing the upper back and upper fronts of this top today, because I still don't feel good. I've already taken, it's 10:45, I've taken 3 naps already today, and as I talk I can feel like the sinus pressure building. So I will see how far I can get. I do have like a couple of weeks until I have to like have my next vlog done and edited, so I might just like turn this into speed running my second Sailor Swift. I don't know about speed running because it's not going to be very fast because I slowed down a lot over the past day, but I'm making progress. I'm getting there. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some Dayquil and some cough drops and some tissues and put on, I'm watching Gab Smulders play Directive 8020, so my plan is to just keep working on this, hang out with my cats and watch Directive 8020 and see how far I can get. So I will check in at the end of the night and make a decision on if we're going to just keep working on this or if we're going to end the vlog here, make it like Memorial Day weekend vlog. But yeah, like I said, I do have a couple of weeks of like time before I have to have my next vlog ready to go, because I have my first Sailor Swift and I still have my EDC vlog that need to come out. Well, we'll see. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second with my decision, I guess. I just got back from the gym. Don't mind me looking all greasy. I almost passed out on the Stairmaster because I forgot that I took Dayquil like 2 hours ago. Don't do what I do. But, so I have obviously decided to just like keep this vlog going until I finish my second Sailor Swift. I have stopped in the middle of a row, of course, because where else would I possibly stop? But I have I don't remember where I was the last time I checked in, but I have finished the entire upper back panel. Looking good, looking cute. Then I did the left front and the right front, and I have just joined, oh god, I'm connected. I have just joined the fronts together, and I'm like on the 3rd row, so I barely did anything there. But that is where I'm at. I have a couple of rounds, they're not rounds, they're back and forth. Still have to purl for another like 40 rows, but just going back and forth. I did make a mistake. Whenever you are doing the increases for the front, you're only supposed to be increasing along the neckline. I did one stripe where I increased along the arm lines as well, but it's only 2 extra stitches on each side, so it shouldn't like really affect the fit or anything. And if it does, I can just pick those stitches up whenever I do the I-cord. But if anything, it'll just give me a little bit of extra width, which is what I need, because this is going to be too small again, because I don't gauge swatch. And I need to gauge, I don't know, everything that I've ever gauge swatched, my gauge has been like dead on, and it has turned out perfect. And then both my Sailor Swifts, I was like, I'm going to wing it. Too small. So I will not learn my lesson. I'll probably make a 3rd Sailor Swift, and I won't gauge swatch that one either. But this one is bigger for sure. I just don't think it's big enough, but that's okay. We love her anyway. She's gorgeous. These colors look really nice, the red and the cream. It's actually finally showing up as the real color. Just kidding. It was showing up as the real color. That's the real color. Because my lighting is horrendous. But yeah, so it's, like I said, Wednesday the 27th. So I am just going to keep on working on this. I have a couple of meetings tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thursday. Friday, it's my Friday to work, but it's going to be a busy day, so I won't really get any chances to knit during the day. And then my weekend, I really only have plans Saturday to get my nails done. So we'll see how far I can get. I would love to be joined in the round tomorrow night. So fingers crossed we can get that far. But we'll see what happens, see how far I get. But yeah, just going to keep trucking along, and I will be back with another update in just a second. So it's not tomorrow. It is Sunday now, May 31st at about 4:30 in the morning. But I have finally joined in the round. So here is where we're at. It's curling pretty bad right now. But I just joined in the round, and I've done like 5 or 6 rows. Of course I'm halfway through a row. I'm always halfway through a row whenever I do an update. But I have been doing some additional stitches, increases, to make this a little bit bigger. So hopefully it fits a lot better. So I've been doing increases right here along the bust. I don't know if you can, right there. Every other row for the past inch, and I'm going to do 1 more inch of these, and then hopefully that will be enough to give me some room so that whenever I try it on, like the blue one, it won't like just stretch out the whole way and like become really short. But we'll see what happens. As far as my yarn usage, I have some yarn barf because this yarn is really barfy. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but I've got my yarn barf. But here's where I'm at on the red, and here's where I'm at on the cream. So still doing really good. I have 2 other skeins of this. This is my only skein of the cream, but I'll be fine. I think I'll only need 1 more of these. I don't think that I'll need the 3rd. But my plan is to just continue on working in the round, do my last inch of increases for the bust, and then just keep working around in stockinette. And then once I finish this first skein of the red, go back and do the I-cord edging on the armholes and the neck hole and get that over with, because that was really helpful for the last top, so that I didn't have to deal with all of that at the end. And then just tie on my second skein and then just keep working. So that is my plan. I'm gonna just get back to work. I'm not feeling great today. I ate too many hot dogs yesterday with my friend, so I don't feel good today. Just kind of like nauseous and not excellent. So my plan is to just like hang out for most of the day and keep knitting. I wanted to go on a run, but I don't know if my stomach can handle a run. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if my cat gets tangled in this and rips a hole in it. In which case, he's going to the pound. You bad boy. He's purring. He's so good. He's just needy. But anyway, that is going to be it for this update. So I'm just going to get back to work, and I will check in another couple days. We'll see where I'm at. Hopefully I've made some really good progress. I'm not sure how many stripes long I'm going to make it yet, but we'll just figure it out by ear. At least 15, based on my other top. So yeah, just going to get back to work, and we'll see how it goes. Hey! So my last update was recorded May 31st. And today is July 6th. So it's been a minute. I have not been working on my Sailor Swift. I've been working on my Salty Days. If you saw the like 5 vlogs that I put out about that in the past month, I spent the month of June working on my Salty Days. And I am now back to my Sailor Swift. So let me show you where I've gotten in the past month. I have not done very much because I have not been working on it. I have literally spent just the past 3 or 4 days working on this top. So this is how far I am in on the body. So I'm just starting the 6th white stripe because I'm always in the middle of a row whenever I record these updates. So I've just started the 6th white stripe. And my first skein of red is like hanging on by a thread. So when I finish this skein, then I will go back and I'll do the I-cord edging around the neck and the armholes. So I'm guessing that I might finish that off at lunch today. So might get to the I-cord edging today. I think that I'm going to pick up a little bit more frequently than I did on the last one. At least for the neck hole. The armholes are pretty deep, so I might be able to get away with the 2-3 pickup rate. I think I'm going to do 3-4 for the neckline, so it doesn't like choke me. My cat, I think, is about to, yeah. No! About to get caught in the top, of course. So yeah, my red is hanging on a little bit. My cream is still doing very good. I will definitely not need a second cream, which is good because I don't have a second cream. And I think I can get away with just 2 skeins of the red. Like I said, I'm on the 6th stripe. I'm guessing I'll probably make this one like 17 stripes long in the body. And then I will actually do the recommended amount of ribbing, because for the blue one I did not do the recommended amount of ribbing because I didn't want to do any more ribbing. I don't like doing ribbing, but I think I will actually do it for this one. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to work on this now. It is 1:10 in the morning. I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna knit, and I might actually get to the I-cord edging before I even head into work. So I'll be back once I finish the I-cord edging and tie on my second skein for the body, and we'll see how long I make it. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second. It's now the 9th, so it's been a couple of days, and I have made some progress on my Sailor Swift. So I have finished all of the I-cord edging. So I finished that first little ball, or skein, whatever. and it took me like 2.5 days to finish the I-cord edging around everything. I did a 3/4 pickup rate for the neckline instead of a 2/3-ish, and then I alternated 2/3 and 3/4 for the armholes, so I have a little bit more space in all of my openings, which will be nice because I don't want to get choked by my top, and my armpits would like some room to breathe. And then I have attached onto the bottom, and I've done just a couple more rounds, so working away. I also immediately after recording my last update, spilled half a can of Celsius on it. So she's a little stinky. So I would really like to finish this as soon as possible so that I can wash it. It's not like too bad, but like it smells of Celsius. It's not a great aroma. But that's what you get whenever you drink Celsius in bed at 1 a.m. because you can't sleep, and then you wonder why you can't sleep. So yeah. Yeah. Still doing good on yarn. This one looks a lot more squished than it is. It's still very, very full. This one, less so, but yeah, I got some space in here. But this will still be definitely enough yarn to finish off the top. I will probably, let's see how many stripes I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 stripes already. So I'll do maybe 8 or 9 more, and then I will try to find my like super thin barber cord, because I have 3mm and 2mm barber cord. The 3mm is like impossible to get off of the 3mm needles onto the 3mm barber cord, so I'm gonna see if I can find my 2mm and try it on. Make sure it's long enough before I do the ribbing at the bottom. So yeah, my next update, I might be wearing this thing, so we'll see. I am hoping to finish this soon. Let's give it another week. So let's say by the 16th I would like to have this done. I think that seems reasonable enough. It's like a stripe-ish a day, so should be nothing too crazy. So yeah, next update, try it on, see how we're looking. Make sure we don't need to add a lot more rows. Make sure it's not a see-through crop top like the blue one is. And yeah, I'll see you then.
Law enforcement's monitoring it. They immediately send the FBI and local law enforcement to the location of the ATM.
I don't know how long it's been, but today is now July 17th, so I think it's been about a week. And as you can see, I'm wearing what I have of my top. So I have done 16 stripes from the underarm. I did 15 total for the last version that I did. And I have a couple of thoughts. So the sleeve area doesn't seem to be fitting like super great. Like it is a little bit like, I don't know, pinchy. Not pinchy, but like it's like pinching together. I'm hoping that will come out whenever I block it and it will sit nice and flat on my shoulders. And then as far as the actual length, so like I said, I did do an extra stripe, so about an extra inch, and then my row gauge is also a little bit bigger on this one than my last version. It is still short, so my belly button is like down here, so it's still above my belly button. Let me just tilt the camera down. That might be easier. Might be easier said than done, to be honest. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so my belly button is here, so almost at my belly button, but if I move at all, it comes up. So I definitely need to keep going. It is feeling a little bit tight around my belly, upper hip region. It might just be because it is still on the cable, and my try-it-on tubing is like, it's 2.5mm. My needles are 3mm, but I have trouble sliding the stitches onto it, so that might just be what's going on there. As far as yarn usage, let me pull these out of my pocket. So still doing just fine on the white. This is my first skein still. This is my second skein of the red. So I'm glad that I bought a third one because I fear I'm going to need it. But yeah, I would really like to finish it this week. I'm thinking that I'm going to do another 4 stripes, so take it to 20 stripes total, and then try it on again, see if we are there. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be long enough, guys. Just, the back looks really nice. The back is fitting very nice, which I like. But the front, I don't know. I got girlies, and they're pulling the front up quite a bit. So the back, honestly, I'm happy with the length of the back at this point. It is down almost to my butt. But the front is not. So I don't know. I think it's my melons that are doing that, but I can't do anything about that. So just gonna keep working, try to finish this top, and hopefully the next week, because I would like to move on. I've been working on this. I started it in May, so I would like to be done. I know I didn't work on it for like all of June, but I want to be done. I want to wear it. I want to be out in public. It's not see-through, which I'm very excited about because the last one was see-through. But I wanna make something else and not feel guilty about leaving this project on my needles, especially because it is so hot out. It is still a heat wave. It's the second heat wave of the summer already, and it was, well, my watch doesn't, it was only 83 degrees today actually, which is kind of pretty cool compared to what it's been. But we've got the smoke from the wildfires, so I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna keep working on this tomorrow and see how much progress I can make. So I will see you with another update when I hit 20 rows, and hopefully am ready to do the ribbing.
For my father-in-law, he has 100, 25, 35, and 40. We'll grab a 20. And then for my mother-in-law, she should have the same. Our binders, $3,100, and then I believe we should have $2,397 from our savings.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure.
She's done. She's finished. Ends are fully woven in. I am happy with the length. I could have maybe done like one more stripe. It did 19 rows, 19 stripes from the underarm to the bottom. I could have done 20, I think. Just give it a little bit extra length. But I am happy with this. The back isn't long anymore like it was whenever I first tried it on. I am happy with the fit. It's not too wrinkly anywhere. I didn't block it yet. The straps are sitting fine. They almost cover my bra straps, but not quite. I have a lot of dry shampoo in my hair right now, so I probably look like I'm like 95 years old. But yeah, it has been, I think, 2 months since I cast this on. It is July 26th, and I cast this on before Memorial Day. So it's been a minute. But we're finally finished. We got her done. Definitely needs blocked because this bottom, the ribbing is flipping. I don't know if you can see, but the bottom is like flipping up. So I need to give her a block, try to hold her down. But I am happy with it. The bust shaping looks good. Can you see it? Like right there. Right there. Right there. So just gave myself a little bit of extra space for the girlies. And that it's not too loose through the waist. Like it is a little bit loose. I probably could have done a little bit of waist shaping, like come in like an inch or so and then went back out for my stomach and hips. But I'm happy with it. So yeah, thank you so much for following along on my second journey of my second gaugeless Sailor Swift top. We made it through, we survived. This one turned out much better than the last one. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this top, of this process, how you think she looks compared to the other one if you watched my last Sailor Swift video. And let me know if you've made 2 projects off gauge before because you haven't checked the gauge. Or am I alone? So yeah, I'll see you next week with something else.